Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So you know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now your boy David Price, right, was stopped again for the fourth time by Christian Hammer. Now David Price is 21-3, 18 KOs. Christian Hammer is 20-4 with 11 KOs, right? And I'm gonna say David Price wasn't really knocked out. He was stopped, right? Round 7. They were looking good. This was a good fight. I thought David Price won most of the rounds. I think he only lost maybe round 2. Um, he was coming. He was working on the body. He was jabbing. He was doing a good job, I thought, actually. And you can see that he's obviously been working on keeping his hands up, right? He's keeping his hands up. They think he has chin issues, which he probably does. I don't think it's much chin issues as it is stamina issues. They moved the man up in weight again. He was over 280 pounds somewhere up there because they were saying stones, but I know it's over 280 pounds. I don't know if that's weight, if that weight is good for the man, right? Because he was totally exhausted. He threw a lot of punches, but not that many to just be totally exhausted. Now, this has happened several times. He seems to punch himself out, and the other fighter, whoever it is, their game plan is, hey, let's take him in the late rounds. After round 4 or 5, he will get exhausted, and then you can start letting your hands go, and you will probably get him out of there. And it seems to work. This keeps happening constantly. Now, David Price, his claim to fame was, hey, I haven't lost to anybody who wasn't doped. So we're going to have to let's hope that Christian Hammer is doped. Because if not, that's over, right? Now, most people will probably be saying, well, for David Price now, it's over for him. It's curtains. It's a done deal. He needs to leave the boxing sport alone. Me being a coach, I can always see something positive on that. Now, I don't coach boxing, but coaching basketball, coaching any sport, you start looking for positives. The thing about David Price is he can punch. We all know that. I think they just need to work on just stamina. Simply, he hasn't been just KO'd. Most of the time it's just he's just exhausted. Work on stamina, endurance, and that's it. I don't think he needs to call it a day. He's not going to get any title shots anytime soon because what happens is fighters come in against a person who's been knocked out or beaten, and they say, "Hey, well, look." They don't only compare themselves to their opponent; they compare themselves to other opponents of that opponent. Like the fighter who just beat him. Oh, I'm better than him, or I'm as good as him, so I can do that too, right? And this mental edge, they're going into the fight with those mental edges, and that's going to be a problem for David Price going forward. But he has stamina issues more so than chin issues. I think we need to stop saying that fighters have chin issues because I think they all do. Ain't nobody in a rush to get concussed. Bottom line, when you get hit, no matter who you are, it's gonna hurt you. You're gonna wobble. You're gonna get hurt. You're not supposed to be getting hit in the head. There's fighters that people think don't have chin issues, but most of the time it's fighters that are fighting smaller guys, right? When you start fighting people your size or a little bit bigger, you're not gonna be wanting to get hit. You're going to have so-called chin issues. I just think they all have those, if you ask me. So let's just look at this fight and say, well, David Price, right? Go back to the drawing board, work on stamina, maybe get some of that weight off, maybe get down to about 260 or something like that again, and just work totally on endurance, and maybe, you can come back and do something. I've seen fighters with more losses than 4. Just this week on Thursday, dude with 7 losses, Luis Colazo, did some wonderful things with a win over Sammy Vasquez. It can happen. So go back to the drawing board. Don't put your head down. Keep it up. And just know what you need to work on. Your whole team needs to know either we're going to work on endurance or we're going to leave it alone. Right? And for Christian Hammer, the winner of this fight, right? It was for the WBO European Championship, right? The winner of this fight is not the mandatory, but they put themselves in a good position to fight the winner of the WBO Heavyweight Championship match between Hughie Fury and Joseph Parker. So let's see how that plays out. So congratulations to Christian Hammer. And for David Price, keep your head up, homeboy. Keep working. It's not over. Stamina issues, not chin issues. Noma Sports Talk worldwide. and I'm up out of here.